Pisces, it's your honest homegirl, Kate Unique, and this is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. Take only what resonates, what doesn't, leave for another healing homie, because it was meant for them, not you, right? So let's get into your intuitive message. So Pisces, you guys are starting to just let things go, or you need to start letting things go, or you finally let things go. It all depends on what level you are on your healing journey at this time. I do feel a lot of it can be pertaining to family, your roots, your background, how your upbringing, and you're starting to realize that holding on to something that no longer exists anymore has hurt, harmed, and injured you in a way that it's still affecting your life today. And you're realizing, you know what? I gotta let it go. Because if I want a new beginning, I have to let shit go, And it may have been hard because you always dream about what your life would have been like if you grew up a different way, if you had more supportive parents, if you had both your parents, if, if life was just different, or if you grew up in a different household type of energy, what your life would be like. But the question is, if you like who you're becoming now, what makes you think life would have been better now for you? Because it could have been worse, especially if you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. You know how many people I've known growing up that grew up with a lot of money and ended up drug addicts, alcoholics, gamblers that can't pay their debts now? You know how many people I've known who grew up in the worst case scenarios, the worst environments, in the worst predicaments, and they're flourishing now? Sometimes those struggles, sometimes those heartaches, those disappointments, those humbled beginnings that we have sometimes, that's what builds character in us. That's what builds resilience within us. That's what makes us who we are today. The strong individuals that we are, right? People that have emotional intelligence and can empathize with other people and can relate to other people and, could be supportive and nurturing to other people because you've been there before. I really feel like you guys are really, really starting to love yourselves, Pisces, and I'm so, so proud of you. For some of you, you even feel like a fool for even letting certain things go, letting go of a family dynamic that you used to once have if you were married with children. And some of you may feel, like a fool for even starting a family with a person that could have been a Capricorn or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces like yourselves. Some of you feel like a fool for not waiting for divine time and for God to send you that perfect someone. But God doesn't see you as a fool. I don't see you as a fool. And you shouldn't see yourself as a fool, because this was the journey that you were supposed to go on. Why? Because God dealt you those hands. You can't be mad at your parents. Can't be mad at your children. Can't be mad at the decisions that you've made, because why? That was all in God's plan. God had a plan for us. And we just had to play the cards that we were dealt the best way we could. I do feel for a lot of you guys, there's going to be a new beginning for you. And there's going to be like this new founded faith within you. And everything had to happen the way that it was supposed to happen is what I'm hearing. I feel like for a lot of you guys, your ancestors probably even forewarned you. And this is why I tell people it's so important to consult with God, consult with your ancestors and spirit guides before you do anything. Even if it's certain foods that you never had before and you want to try, consult with them, because what if you're allergic to it? And when you have that divine protection around you, they're going to sit there and show you and forewarn you about a lot of things. Because sometimes things that you really, really want, you have to wait for, because there's a lot of evolving within you that needs to occur before you receive it so that you don't fuck it up. A lot of you guys may be healing from issues with your mom where you may not have had a perfect relationship with her. Your mom could have been your first bully. You could have grown up without your mother. You could have been adopted and just found out. Like, and a lot of these things from your childhood, from your adolescent years, even your young adult years, depending on how old you are or what generation you come from, those things don't matter anymore because we're here in the present moment, Pisces. So the illusions of what could have, should have, would have been, you wouldn't be where you are today. You wouldn't be learning the lessons that you need to learn today. You wouldn't be receiving the blessings that you have today if those things did not transpire in your life. So be grateful for the lessons and be even more grateful for the blessings. Okay? So if that was definitely your intuitive message right there. So if it resonated with you and you want to support your girl and help me grow my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. That's all I ask of you. And with that being said, if you are new to the channel, hello to my new healing homies. I appreciate you guys. And if you are returning healing homies gang, right? What's up? How I do my readings, I do your intuitive messages first, then I get into the divine feminine, then the divine masculine aspect of your zodiac sign because we embody both energies. And then I do random messages at the very end that include messages from your person. So if you want the tea on how they are thinking of you, definitely stay tuned to the end. So with that said, let's get into your reading, Pisces. Pisces, you are so connected to music at this time. Like, music is your everything. I feel like music is so therapeutic. It really helps you get going, especially when you feel stuck inside, you know. You really have to listen to upbeat music that helps you. Don't listen to music that puts you back in a state of thinking about the past. You want motivational music to get you to where you need to be to balance you out, okay? So let's see, especially my divine feminines, you guys out here are definitely listening to some music. Now, how I see things here. So right now, I do see finances is on your mind. Stability, security is on your mind. If you've lost any type of money or anything like that, it's coming back to you. Don't worry about it. The more you think how abundant you are and you start to really feel that, that's how you are attracting more money to you. You may have come into money and you're like, you know what? I need to sit back for a second. You know, I need to do some deep reflecting, some soul searching. If you have any type of ties with money where the relationship with money is up and down, and one minute you have it, the next minute you don't, you're really thinking about what it is that you need to change with your relationship with money, but you're asking why, how, when money is coming in for you. The thing is, God doesn't want you, or spirit doesn't want you, universe, whatever you believe in, Allah, doesn't matter over here. You're wondering the who, what, when, where, why, and how it's happening, and you need to let that go. You're realizing that you worrying about stuff is not going to allow, it's not going to allow it to come to you as fast as it should. Because I feel like your emotions are tied to your money, Pisces, at this time, okay? There are some things, too, Pisces, that you haven't completed. It's like one minute you're ready to do it, then the next minute you draw back and you don't do it. And it's like you have one foot in and one foot out of the door, okay? Possibly with an Aquarius, possibly with your healing process. Maybe you're trusting it and then you don't trust it. Because as soon as one bad thing happens, and then you're like, no, you just lost all hope, and that's not okay. The thing is, you have to sit there and complete a cycle with something or someone that you thought you would last forever with. And it's like you keep leaving to come back, leaving to come back, leaving to come back. And it's like you keep asking for a new beginning, but you won't close the door on something. You have to be a fool sometimes and just have faith in God, if anything. If you believe in God the way you say you do, why haven't you closed the door on something? Why haven't you closed the door on it? To get that new beginning, to start over, Some of you have to understand that you're going to have to be single for a little while. Okay? Before whatever it is that you've been praying for comes in, you're going to have to be single for a little while. Why? Because God wants you to realize how important it is to know thyself, to know the connection that you have with your higher self, your higher being, the higher power that is above you. And if you don't believe in that, then whatever you believe in, okay? But you have to have a deep-rooted connection with that, because when you're being warned by spirit, you need to follow suit, because you're going to also get tested. Every time you get blessed by God, you don't think the devil is right around the corner trying to snatch that shit away from you? And the devil is really only your lower self at the end of the day, ready to destroy and destruct everything that you've built, because your ego wants to get the best of you when you need to check your ego. For some of you, you've been praying and asking, like, to your ancestors, like, when is this money coming? When am I going to have financial freedom? When is this and when is that? And it's like, they want to let you know when you're ready for it, when you've prepared yourself for it. If you haven't prepared yourself for certain things, why do you think you're going to receive it? You think that those blessings, they really want you to sit there and mess up when you get it? No. There's some things you got to learn first. There's some other mistakes you're going to have to make. For some of you guys, when it pertains to a mother, a grandmother, a sister, any female ancestor that has crossed over and transitioned, you're healing from that still, okay? You're healing from the past, and as you continue to heal, you're going to realize that you're not always by yourself, and that they are always there with you. Even when in the physical it seems like it's just you, they're covering you and they're helping you heal, because the things that you're healing from are really things that they had to heal from but didn't have the opportunity to heal from, and it passed down onto you for you to sit there and break those generational curses. And you're healing from them, so be proud of yourselves. For a lot of you too, I do feel when it comes to finances, you got to do it for yourself. You can't do it to prove people wrong. You can't do it to flex on other people. You have to do what it is that you need to do to bring stability and security into your life for you and only you. For a lot of you guys, how you can make money is being a counselor. Some of you sharing your wisdom because you're very wise. Attracting money by being emotionally balanced. For some of you, when you are generous, when you give, you get back even more to give more. You get what I'm saying? For some of you guys, you could be going through the emotions right now because you miss someone that has passed on. But at the same time, you're learning to cope with it a lot better now. You're realizing you can miss someone, but not allow those emotions to get the best of you where it's affecting your life. You're starting to find your strength. You're realizing how much strength your ancestors have instilled within you for you to keep forever. It's like that last longing love, unconditional love, because some of you don't even realize that your love is your superpower. Your wisdom is your superpower. Your nurturing ways is your superpower. A lot of the females in your family, they embedded that within you. You having morals and values and integrity. Those are your superpowers, Pisces. For some of you guys, you could be dealing with a Virgo as well, and having to learn to forgive for past things. Or they may be wanting to learn how to forgive and heal, or you can be showing this person how to heal from emotional trauma that they've experienced, losses and disappointments. Some of you, I don't know where I got this from, but some of you need to moisturize your scalps. Wash your hair and moisturize your scalps. Or you wash your hair and you forget to moisturize your scalps. Give yourselves like a hot oil treatment. Massage your scalps. I don't know why I keep hearing that. But yeah, that's what needs to be done, whether you're male or female. Let's look at, the thing is, you got to have faith, okay? You can't lose hope, all right? You're going to start seeing things differently, and you're going to see all the potential that could possibly happen for you. But let's look at the divine masculine aspect of you, Pisces, male and female, because we all embody it. Ooh, pregnancy is out. Congratulations. Congratulations, Pisces. You know I'm the baby predictor. Y'all better follow me on Instagram at The Honest Homegirl. I promise you, I've been predicting babies for a minute now. It's crazy. Like, I literally predicted a baby a couple months back and got the confirmation 3 days ago. Congratulations, Pisces. You're pregnant, or you have somebody pregnant. Yeah. For some of you, this pregnancy has made you really step into your divine feminine energy. Like, you're really, really acting in your higher selves at this time. And it's like, you know, when it comes to being pregnant, you're embracing it. You know that how you feel inside affects your child as well and their development. So you're like, you know what, because it's not just because you need to and want to be in your divine feminine energy, but you know how detrimental it could be if you're not in your highest self while pregnant. I love this. I see someone that, you know how they have, you could be having a boy, because you know how I think they say when you have boys, the women are just like beyond beautiful. Like they're already beautiful, but it's like this glow that they have within them, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like that's what I feel for you right now. Like, you are glowing inside, and some of you are wearing your natural hair as well. You're avoiding chemicals and like dyeing your hair. For some of you, you feel like the last thing that you need to do on your bucket list is to get pregnant and to be married and just live in all your, I'm hearing queendomness. I don't know, that ain't even a word, but I know what it feels like right now. Like, it feels like, you know, you just at home and embracing being about to be a mom and decorating the nursery and being a great wife and all the listen, it's like a fairy tale movie right now. You're like, that's all I need is my baby, my husband, my house, and I'm good. Some of you, you're almost, you're already pregnant and you're almost at the end of this pregnancy, meaning you're probably like 8 months, okay? 7 months, 8 months, you're possibly 9 months, and it's like, oh my gosh, this baby needs to hurry up and come out already, or you're literally giving birth right now, today. Your baby likes music. I feel like your baby used to move around in your stomach when, you could be 6 months too. Your baby probably moved around a lot in your stomach when you listen to music. You probably listen to a lot of high vibrational frequency music, healing music, music that, you know, soothes the soul. And it's like music that had like nice harmonies and things of that nature. I feel like music was something that not only calmed, like I see somebody with like headphones on the stomach of a pregnant woman. This could be you as the father doing this with the mom, making sure she's healthy, making sure she's eating right, making sure everything is just the way it needs to be for her to just embrace this pregnancy, embrace about to give birth. Like, you don't want any worries for her. Oh my gosh, I love that. You guys are getting married, or you already are married. Like, your commitment levels are increasing, okay? So if you were just the girlfriend, you're getting engaged. If you were just engaged, you're getting married. If you were just an option, you're the one they choose to be exclusive with. And you're going to hear about this sooner or later. You will get a message. Some of you will be getting a message from a divine feminine. Ooh, and the divine masculine came out. Yo, Pisces, what did you guys attract? Yo, y'all guys have been on it, Pisces, all right? Y'all been on it, okay? You were like, nope, I'm not settling. Nope, I'm not taking anything less than what I deserve. You've been searching high and low within yourself. You've been healing and growing, especially after some of you guys had to deal with a third-party situation. You really stepped in your power. You sat there, you stepped in your power. You didn't really know what it was that you wanted, but you knew that eventually you would get it. Okay, and y'all completed these cycles, and now your good luck is coming to you because you used your wisdom and you closed things out and you're moving forward. Listen, yo, Pisces, listen, I'm so proud of you guys. I do feel too like there's some unfinished business with your divine masculine. Like you guys may have and this is what I tell people all the time. Sometimes you gotta be willing to walk away from somebody, especially if they're not showing you what it is that you need from them. If they're not treating you right and things, you have to be willing to walk away from them. And I tell people all the time, it doesn't mean that you walk away and that's the very end, because for some of you it is the very end, and then for others it was meant for you to walk away from this person for them to realize how much you meant to them. And by you walking away, this is not for all of you, this is for some of you, by you walking away, they realized that the missing piece was you. Or you're thinking that this person was the missing piece, and you took advantage of their love. You didn't appreciate them for who they were. And it's like now they're seeing all the possibilities. Somebody wants to heal things. Somebody's willing to put in the work now. Some of you are really entertaining the possibilities of marriage if you never even thought about getting married. You're like, I wonder what it's like to be pregnant and being a wife and being a husband. And, because you guys are going to get married and you're going to be pregnant by your divine masculine, the person you're supposed to be with. And the thing is, you guys probably had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations because of the fact that when it comes to this type of commitment, you can't just walk away from it like that. You got to be willing to realize that it's the problem versus you guys and not each other. Relationships are work. It's just like a job. You think you're going to sit there and be slacking off at work and they're going to keep you at that company? No, you're going to get fired. Same thing as in a relationship. You don't play your part. You don't play your cards right. You'll get fired. But I really feel like a lot of you guys had to let something go. And for some of you, it's for good because your divine masculine or feminine is right around the corner once you complete a few things with yourselves. And then for others of you, you had to walk away and let their ass go and make them realize what they was missing in their life. And in divine timing, you guys will come back together again. All Night by Beyonce is playing right now, so that could be a message for someone. There's a message in those lyrics. But let's get into what your person has to say. Ooh, so for some of you, I'm planning a trip for us, okay? Some of y'all got somebody planning a trip for y'all. Some of y'all need a vacation. I'm going to take the ones that were upright. It says things are complicated right now. It says visiting soon. Pour your sugar on me. Dealt with you the nicest. I get nervous when I'm around you. They could be dealing with some sorrows right now. Can we try something new? Pussy be controlling me, okay? I only want you. Will you marry me? This person could be a veteran. They could have been in the military. They could be older than you. They could have been married before, so they know how this goes. It says, on my knees praying. You could be dealing with a Libra. They may feel like they're not good enough, Pisces. They're suffering in silence. They're sorry. If you had a yes or no question, the answer is yes. Risky, okay? They may be thinking like this is a risk right now, what they're doing, because it's something that they've never done before. They may be having baby mama, baby daddy drama. They could have been a player, so now they're like, you know, trying to change their ways and asking God to help them. It says, I've been up for 2 days. They could also be a sex addict, and it says down with other people's problems. So this person could always be wanting to help others versus helping themselves, okay? And there's a lot that they need to work on, and there's a lot that you need to work on within yourselves, and then you guys would come back together. That's not for all of you. That is for some of you, okay? Take that how that resonates. This person could also be riding around with music, or this is something that you guys used to do, and they're reminiscing about it. Let's get some homegirl advice. We have, it's time to think big. You guys got to see things differently. Some of you need to take a spiritual bath and protect your energy at this time as well. Because you got to remember, when you're vibing high, you still attract darkness. You still attract those moths and those bugs. You know how you turn the porch light on and it's night out, and then all of a sudden all these all them bugs be all on the screen door and whatnot, and at the light. Because the thing is, whether you shine bright or not, you're still going to attract good and bad. You're still going to attract good and evil. Like we live in a world in polarity, okay? Up, down, left, right. You know, we're going to always attract things, right? And the brighter your light is, the bigger the darkness that tries to come to dim it. Okay? And it's funny because this card right here is the card that's on the top here. And you see that light that's inside of you? People want to shut that off to where you're all darkness. So you're able to absorb anything and everything. But see, this is light that's within you that allows you to see through people. See through their darkness. See through their pain. See through their hurt. And you have to be mindful of protecting that light within you. Because you can't give that light to everybody, because some people aren't ready for it. Some people don't even want it straight up and down. That's why sometimes you got to be willing to let things go in order for them to go play in the devil's playground to come back to heaven. You get what I'm saying? Because we go back there too sometimes to learn a lesson. We have go get a natal chart reading. So find an astrologer that resonates with you and get a natal chart reading so you can see what things are going on in your natal chart at this time for you. And it says life is beautiful when you start to see God in everything. Remember, it's God's plan. It's God's plan. Be careful, because there's people that are jealous of how much you love yourself, how much people love you. People are jealous of you for the littlest things, and you're like, really? I have nothing to be jealous of. We also have here playtime. So make time to have fun with your friends. Make time to have fun with yourselves. Go swimming. Some of you may want to go on a trip and go scuba diving and you know, play around in the ocean with dolphins. Some of you wearing blue would be very helpful at this time for you, okay? Hang out with your children. Have fun with them. Go on a family trip. Let's see. And your affirmation is communication. So Pisces, you guys need to talk. And patience is at the bottom of the deck. So that means, you know, when the time is right, things will happen for where, you know, things will spin the block for you. But you have to speak your truth. You have to speak up. If you want to know something about a person, you ask them. Okay? You want to sit there and hang out with a person, you go and hang out with them. You know, don't assume things. Talk about it. Don't sit there and have these illusions running around in your head telling yourself lies, and then you're believing these lies, and that's not even what's happening, when all you had to do was open your mouth and ask that one question. Whether you may feel like it may offend somebody, hurt somebody, make them walk away from you, you need to talk. You need to speak your truth. Always. Because then you know where you stand with people, people stand with you, and there's no confusion. All right? But Pisces, that was your reading. I love you guys. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at The Honest Homegirl for your zodiac readings, well, your zodiac horoscopes, your collective readings, and your daily root awakenings. Peace.